Hello, and thank you for your interest in the Subsurety free bid calculator. This is another simple tool that we've put together free for your use. And although simple and free, pretty powerful stuff going on here. So the format should be familiar to anyone who's seen or used any of our calculators before. The yellow boxes are boxes that we actually type in our information, and then we have sliders here on the ratio-based expenses and profit margin. We have a scoreboard in the center. We have a box for what your calculated final bid is, and then of course a message board where we will post important messages from us and our partners for your benefit. So let's jump into it here. This will not calculate your labor and materials. It's assumed that you've already come up with these numbers yourself. The thing that we're trying to accomplish here is to make sure that you're putting in costs that you're going to have to incur whether you put them in or not. So you need to start thinking about that if you're not already. And if you're already thinking about it, this is just a quick tool to make sure that you're not forgetting anything. So let's just double click in the first box up here, enter our labor. Let's say that we're on a job that we're going to have $10,000 in estimated labor. We don't put commas or dollar signs or anything else in these yellow boxes. It kind of messes with the math, so you don't have to do it. Our material, let's say that we've got $18,000 in material. Our square footage or units, if you're I come from a tile background, so I always think in square footage, but if you're plumbing or electrical or some other kind of especially trade contractor where you use units, this calculator will still work. You just have to think in units instead of square feet. So I'm just going to say that we have 3,000 square feet right now. Enter per diem. Let's say we're not outside of our mileage range to do per diem for the guys, but let's say that I want to throw in, I don't know, $500 for mileage, and then there's going to be $1 a square foot freight for us. That's not uncommon if we're especially coming out of the country or something. So I'm just going to put $3,000 for freight. Okay, so down here we have our ratio-based expenses. These are ratios that I use because they are for my particular state and region. These are the costs that I start my bid out with. Let's say that this particular job is for an elementary school. So on this job, I don't have any sales tax, so I can back that right down. Burden and benefits, these are the contributions that I have to make to my my workers' taxes and any benefits that I have on there. So I'm going to leave the burden and benefits alone. Let's say that this is a little bit of a tricky job, so I'm going to bump up my normal 1.5% to 3% for miscellaneous or other, and maybe I'll go to 2% on my overhead. Maybe there's a lot of travel involved or whatever. Okay, so here I have, I've already put in those ratio-based expenses, and then my profit margin. Again, let's say that whatever, I'm out of town, and there's going to be some additional unknowns, things that I don't know yet, and I'm going to bump up my profit margin a little bit, and it tells me right up here, after all the costs and everything, I'm at a $7,929 estimated profit. I can take a look at my total job costs. This is not my bid, this is the cost, $33,804. My total bid per unit or square footage in this case is 13.87. My materials that I have, $6 a unit or square foot. My labor is $3.33. Other costs that are outlined here in my ratio-based expenses come to $1.90 a square foot, and my profit's $2.64 a square foot. Now I can look at that and decide, wow, do I, are there some changes that I want to make? Maybe I want to come back over and my overhead, maybe I want to bump that up to 4%, just to make sure what's going on, and I can do that. Anyway, my final bid up here, $41,874. And then if I want to put a job name, Toucan Elementary, and the bid date is 01-01-15, whatever. And then if I want to have the bid time, let's say it was 10 a.m. And I can put all that information there, and quickly and easily I can assemble a bid that has all the basic units of a bid, including the the ratio-based expenses that a lot of times it's easy to forget about. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Okay, well, like I said, this is free for your use. We hope you enjoy it, and we hope you get some good work off of it. Okay, thanks for your time. We'll see you up on the other trainings.